Good morning, children. During 17th century, one of the famous mathematician René Descartes was born. He is known as the founder of coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry basically gives a link between algebra and geometry. In every book, you will find the chapter of coordinate geometry between the chapters of algebra and geometry. So in order to define coordinate geometry, we can say that coordinate geometry gives the location of a point through lines and curves. This is the simple definition of coordinate geometry. So let us see how it is going to define the location of a point. If I ask you to give you the location of your house, then you may say that it is in front of the hospital or beside temple, like this. So these temples, hospital are your reference points. In the same way, if you want to find the location of a point, suppose I need the location of this point. Suppose this is the point, I am denoting it by A. I want to find the location of this point. So for this, what can we do? We will draw two perpendicular lines. Okay, two perpendicular lines, and this line we will call it as x-axis, and this line we will call it y-axis. Okay, these two lines are called coordinate axis. Okay, coordinate axis, that is x-axis and y-axis. These two lines are also called Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates. Okay, Cartesian coordinate axis. Coordinate axis. Okay, just on the name of the mathematician René Descartes. The name was René Descartes. On his name only we have given this coordinate geometry the name Cartesian geometry. Also in some book you will get the name Cartesian geometry or Cartesian plane or Cartesian coordinate axis. Okay, just the name has been derived from his surname. Okay, so in order to locate a point A, we have drawn here two coordinate axes, that is x-axis and y-axis, and let the intersecting point be 0, that is origin. Okay, now you have read in class 5, 6 about number line. What we used to do there, that in the right hand side of 0 we used to assign positive sign. So let us consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. In the left side we assign -1, -2, -3. Okay, and what about this vertical line? In the vertical line also we will represent like this only, this positive and negative, while we will move toward from 0 to a top. Then we will assign here positive sign, that is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4 and so on. Then while coming downward, that is this will be -1, -2, -3 and so on. Okay, now let us calculate the position of this point. Now look at here, look the x-axis where it lies above this. Okay, look at here, this point lies 3 units just above this. Okay, and from this side, just let us join by dots. Now you can see that from y-axis it lies, just we are going to join this line, it is connecting to 2. That means the location of this point is, this is 3, 2. Okay, this is 3, 2. That is distance of this point from x-axis is 2 and distance of this point from y-axis, that is, it is 3. Now this is the location of this point. Now we will always represent this first, that is, this is an ordered pair. Ordered pair is fixed. You cannot write the value of y first. You have to write the value of x first and then y. Okay, this is the value. Actually what happens here, if I am telling about the 3. Okay, 3, what is 3? 3 is basically what? It is the distance from y-axis. Why? It is lying on x-axis, but it is the distance from x-axis. Okay, just look at here. What is here? 3. 3 is basically what? It is the distance from origin. That is, this is equivalent to this one. That means the x-axis, x coordinate is the distance from y-axis, and y coordinate is the distance from x-axis. Okay. Now let me just let me give all the details about coordinate axis. Just wait. Here I have taken the graph. Okay, I have represented x-axis and y-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Just a minute. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Let us represent represented by x dash, which is x dash, and this is y dash. Here the two perpendicular lines are meeting. Here it is origin, okay, and here it is 1 2 3 4. This is positive. Here it is -1 -2 -3 -4 -5. This is negative. Here once again positive, and the downward side is negative. This is our graph. Now what are the main facts we are going to reveal from here? Just look at here. The first point I am going to give you the interesting point from here. Just look at here. These two coordinate axes, that is x axis and y axis, these two coordinate axes, just a minute, these two coordinate axes will always be perpendicular to each other. So the first point I am writing here, the coordinate axis, that is x axis and y axis, okay, that is x axis and this is y axis, okay, are mutually perpendicular to each other, are mutually perpendicular to each other, fine. This is just I have written in short, perpendicular. This is the symbol to represent perpendicular. Now next, now look at here. If you consider these two coordinate axes, what is the main here, what can you see here? That this was just a plane, and this coordinate axis has divided this plane into 4 parts. You can see this first part, this is the first, okay, this is the second part, this is the third part, and this is the fourth part. Okay, so we can say that the coordinate axis divides the plane into 4 parts, and each parts are called quadrant. Okay, so the second point from here we get it. The coordinate axis divides a plane into 4 quadrants, okay, divides the plane into 4 quadrants, each part is called quadrant, okay, into 4 quadrants. Now next, look at the graph once again. What are the points we are going to get from here? Now look at here, the intersecting point of these two coordinate axes, that is x axis and y axis. The intersecting point is called origin, that is this one, where 0 is present. So we can say that intersecting point of x axis and y axis, is called origin, okay, this is called origin. Now next, look at here. What will be the coordinate of origin? Coordinate means what? Writing the ordered pair of the point, writing the location of a point in an ordered pair, that is called coordinate. That means if I am asking you the coordinate of origin, that means its distance from x-axis and its distance from y-axis. That is, its distance from x-axis is 0 and distance from y-axis is also 0. So we can say that the coordinate of origin is 0 0. We used to write a coordinate like this in the ordered pair. Fine. Now look at here. Okay. Now next point, what we are going to reveal from here, we want to find the signs of this quadrants. Okay, we are going to find the sign of these quadrants. Now look at here. What we will do here, just look the first quadrant. What will be the sign of the first quadrant? Just every time we will write the coordinate of x first and then coordinate of y. That means look the sign of x. X is here positive, so we will write here plus. Okay, and next come to from this side y. Y are also positive, so the sign will be here again positive. So the sign of first quadrant will be positive, positive. Okay, for the second quadrant, look at the x-axis. Okay, here it is minus, so we will write here minus sign, and look to the y-axis, so it will be your plus. So the sign of second quadrant is your minus, plus. Then come to the third quadrant. Okay, look to the sign of x-axis, that is minus, so it will be minus, and look to the sign of y-axis, then once again it is minus. So the sign of third quadrant is minus, minus. Come to the fourth quadrant. Look at here, the sign of x-axis, that is positive, and the sign of y-axis, that is negative. Okay, so the sign of fourth quadrant is positive and negative. Okay, the first is plus plus, second is minus plus, third is minus minus, fourth is your plus minus. This is very important. You cannot change the order. Okay, that means these two are not equal. That minus plus, plus minus, both are not equal. This is stand for x-axis, this is stand for y-axis, this stand for x-axis, this is stand for y-axis. So you cannot change the order. So we can get here. So if you want to write the signs, okay, just write here sign of quadrants. Okay, sign of quadrants. Just I am writing here. What are the sign? Look at here. For first quadrant, the sign is your positive, positive. Just I will explain you with the help of example how can you use this signs. This is your plus plus. For second quadrant, it is your minus plus. Okay. For third quadrant, it is your, this is your minus minus. Okay, for third quadrant it is your minus minus, and fourth quadrant, that is plus minus. So let me write here, this is for fourth quadrant, that is your plus minus. Okay, just keep this mind, you don't have to learn the sign, just try to calculate from here only, that every time you have to put the sign of x-axis first, and then you have to put the sign of y-axis, so you will get the sign of the quadrant. Now suppose I am giving you an example. Okay, suppose a point is here. Let me give you, suppose a point is here. Plus 2 minus 3. Okay, plus 2 and minus 3. So definitely this point will lie in the fourth axis, because from the graph you can easily see that 2 and minus 3 lies in the fourth quadrant. You can easily solve that. But what about if I will not draw the graph? I directly want to know about the quadrant. So just look at here. If I am giving you the question like this, suppose I am giving you minus 3 minus 7, and I am asking you in which quadrant will this point lie. Then you don't have to look the numbers, you just look the sign. Okay, what is the sign here? This is minus, this is minus. Minus minus, that is in the third quadrant. So this point will lie in the third quadrant. Okay, this point will lie in the third quadrant. In the same way, you can identify the quadrant from the sign. Okay, next, these are the 5 points. Now come to the next. Once again, we will go for the fourth point. What we are going to reveal from here, I have given the sign of this quadrant. Now suppose I am asking you, let a point be here. Let us consider a point to be here. Okay, let this be A. So what will be the coordinate of this point A? The coordinate of this point will be your 3 and 0. 3 because it is on x-axis, we have the value here, that is 3, and 0 because here the distance from y-axis, that is distance from x-axis, is 0. So the coordinate of this point will be 3, 0. In the same way, while talking about y-axis, if I considered a point to be here, okay, at 5. So what will be the distance? So its distance from x-axis, that will be 5, but its distance from y-axis will be 0. So we will consider it as 0, 5. Look the difference of writing. when a point lie on x-axis, its y-coordinate will be 0, and when a point lie on y-axis, its x-coordinate will be 0. Just keep in mind that this is 0 means its distance from y-axis is 0. This is 0 means its distance from x-axis is 0. Okay. So from this two, we will reveal more points. That is, if a point lie on lying on x-axis. Okay, a point lying on x-axis. That means this one. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. A point lying on x-axis will always be of the form x0. Point lying on x-axis will always be of the form x0. That is, y coordinate will always be 0 there, and x, the value of x, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or -1, -2, where it will be present, you will write that number here. Okay. In the same way, you can say here that a point lying on y-axis, a point lying on y-axis will always a point lying on y-axis will always of the form 0, y. Okay, you will give the value of y, that is the point where y is lying. Okay, so will always be of the form, this is 0, y. Okay, now next come to the next point. Let us see what more points we are going. Now look at here, this x and y coordinates have another name also. This is x and y. Just I am writing here only. X coordinate is called abscissa, and this y coordinate is called ordinate. This is another name for y and x. Okay, if the question is there that write the abscissa of this point or write the ordinate of this point, then certainly abscissa stand for x and ordinate stand for y. Just there is a trick that in the alphabet x comes first and then y. So x and y, this is the ordered pair. In the same way, abscissa and ordinate, a and o, a comes first, and so it will stand for x, and o comes after, so it will stand for y. In this way you can remember what is abscissa and what is ordinate, and together they are called coordinate. Don't confuse between the word ordinate and coordinate. Okay, when both are combined, then we called it coordinate. Okay, when both are combined, then we called it coordinate. Suppose I am asking you, just a minute. Okay, suppose I have given a point here. Okay, suppose here only -5 -3. I am writing this point. Okay, -5 -3, and I am asking you what is the ordinate here. What is the ordinate here? So ordinate will be your -3. Okay, ordinate is your -3. And what is the abscissa here? So abscissa, the value of abscissa is your -5. Okay, this type of questions comes in 1 mark. So you must know what is abscissa and what is ordinate. Now next, come to the next point. Okay, just look at here. This vertical line and this horizontal line. X-axis is also sometimes is known by its horizontal line, and y-axis is also known by its vertical line. Okay, that is, we have fixed it. That is, horizontal line will always be called x-axis and vertical line will always be called y-axis. So here you will write here the vertical line is y-axis. Okay, and the horizontal line, this is called horizontal line. This horizontal line will be our x-axis. The vertical line is y-axis and horizontal line, and this is horizontal line. Horizontal line is, this is our x-axis. Okay, these are all the points we have drawn from this coordinate axis. These are two coordinate axes. This is horizontal line, that is x-axis. This is vertical line, that is y-axis. And this divides the plane into four quadrants: first, second, third, fourth. I just explained what are the signs of the quadrant and how you have to take out the points from here. Now I am going to give you a few questions. Okay, just look at here. Suppose there is a question: find the value of 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate. Okay, find the value of 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate for the point this is 5, 3. Okay, I've given a point 5, 3 and you have to find the value of 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate. So look at here how we will solve this one. Okay, first write this one 5, 3. Here what will be the abscissa? Abscissa will be our 5. Okay, abscissa, this is our abscissa and this is our ordinate. Okay, ordinate is our 3. Now you have to calculate the value for this 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate. So look at here, 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate. 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate. So what we will get here? 2 abscissa is our 5. So 2 multiply 5 minus 3 into ordinate, that is this one. 3 multiply, that is 3. So from here we will get the value 2 5 is 10 and minus 3 is 9, that is 1. The value of 2 abscissa minus 3 ordinate is our 1. Okay. In the same way, let me give you a few more questions. Suppose one very important question here. What is the distance? What is the distance? What is the distance of a point? Is the distance of a point 3 and 4. Okay, I have given the point 3, 4. What is the distance of the point 3, 4 from x-axis? From x-axis. This is the question. Okay, what is the distance of the point 3, 4 from x-axis? Now look at here. Directly writing the value of x, no, that is the value of x, but you have to tell the distance of this point from x-axis. So just let us draw the coordinate axis first. Okay, this is x-axis and this is our y-axis. Now let it be origin. Okay, now this side just draw the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. This side minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. This side 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Now look at here. Just locate the point 3, 4 on this coordinate axis. Okay, 3 and 4. So here it will be, this side it will be 3 and from this side it will be 4. That means we are going to get the point here 3, 4. Now the question is for the distance of this point from x-axis. Distance of this point from x-axis. That is, look at here, from x-axis. Okay, x-axis is the distance. So look at here, this is the distance. Distance from the x-axis. Then this will be equivalent to this. That means the distance from x-axis is our 4, not 3. Okay, the point is on x-axis. The 3 is on x-axis. The question is not that you have to identify the point on x-axis or you have to highlight the point on y-axis. No, the question is that you have to find the distance of this point from x-axis. So the answer will be your 4. Okay, in the same way, if the question is for this one, you have to find the distance. Okay, distance of the point, suppose I am taking -2 and 3 from y-axis. This time I have given you from y-axis, distance of the point -2, 3 from y-axis. Now first locate this point on the coordinate axis, -2, 3. So where it will be? From this side it will be -2 and 3. That is from this side. Okay, we will get here. This is your -2, 3. This is the point. Now look at here. You have to find the distance of this point from y-axis. You don't have to tell that what is the point present on y-axis. Just keep this very clearly. I am not asking, the question is not that if you have to identify the point which lies on y-axis. The question is that you have to find the point which is distant, the distance of the point from y-axis. So look at here the distance. What will be the distance here? Look at here, distance from y-axis. So this is the y-axis. This is our y-axis. So y-axis from this side, this is the distance. Okay, from y-axis this is the distance of this point from y-axis, and this will be equivalent to this one, that is -2. So your answer will be here -2. So please keep this all points in your mind and practice all the questions. In the next video we will come with a new topic. Till then, घर में रहिए, सुरक्षित रहिए, खुश रहिए. Thank you.